Elon Musk is starting a brand new company from the ground up, but it's not SpaceX. Instead, he's tackling a whole new technology and with a product that every American is soon going to want. This is going to be on par with the advent of automobiles and smartphones. Estimates are it could be worth $25 trillion, 14 times more than SpaceX's IPO. Investors who get in now could see 70x gains, and Elon actually agrees with that prediction. And as a matter of fact, his whole compensation package is tied to making this work. And if it does, obviously investors will make a lot of money, and Elon, he'll become the world's first trillionaire. Wouldn't be the first time Elon has launched a brand new company to great success, of course. Early SpaceX investors stand to make 2,600 times their money on opening day. Tesla stock has soared over 30,000% since IPO. Elon's business partner, Peter Thiel, made 32,000 times his money on the early PayPal investment. And now, here we are, after a few barren years, IPOs are back, and Elon's is shaping up to be the biggest one. Anthropic is expected to go public this year. Estimates suggest a $500 billion evaluation there. That dwarfs previous mega IPOs like Uber and Meta. ChatGPT's creator, OpenAI, they're floating a public offering this year too. The expected value there, over $1 trillion. But that's nothing compared to the big one. SpaceX is priced to be the second largest IPO in history at nearly $2 trillion. It's bigger than Anthropic and OpenAI combined. Investors are lining up for opening day, expected for June. One analyst even called it literally the most exciting IPO we have ever seen. As a matter of fact, all 90 IPOs, 90 of them from 2025 put together, still aren't as big as the SpaceX IPO. But while everyone is dazzled and distracted by SpaceX, they're actually missing a far bigger story and more immediate opportunity. Something we call Elon Musk's secret IPO. This is a brand new company with a potential value of $25 trillion. Again, that's 14 times more than SpaceX. And we're going to show you exactly how we got that number in just a moment. But the crazy part is, as you'll see, we're probably leaving out a lot of revenue potential. The amount could actually go much higher. That's Elon's own estimation, by the way, and he's got a lot tied into it personally. If he succeeds in building this undercover business, he could become the world's first trillionaire. And that's according to a new deal that he just signed, which is a sure bet he believes in what he's doing. Musk, of course, has a history of generating tons of wealth when launching a new company, both for himself and his fellow shareholders. I just told you about the SpaceX IPO coming up. Early private shareholders stand to make 3,000 times their money. Early Tesla investors have seen gains as high as 34,000%. And even back when Musk started PayPal, some early stakeholders made over 32,000 times their money. Anybody who put $100 into PayPal at the beginning would have become a multimillionaire. Now, the problem is that you and I would not have been able to get in on PayPal before it went public. That is where the real money is in IPOs, investing early. Very few people have the connections or the financial qualifications to get invited into those sweetheart deals. But all investors can get in on Elon's secret $25 trillion IPO. A ticket on the ground floor is available right now. You don't need to be an accredited investor or have any special access of any kind. See, Musk and company have mastered yet another technology, just like he did with electric cars, rockets, and satellites, and he's launching a virtually brand new company from the ground up. It could be worth, as I said, over $25 trillion, far more than any of his previous ventures. And that could be just scratching the surface. In a moment, our special guest today, Jeff Brown, is going to make sense of everything that I'm talking about right now, and he's going to explain exactly how this company is able to go public without going through the IPO process. By the way, it's not a SPAC or anything like that either. Jeff Brown himself, he was one of the first to predict SpaceX's IPO long before it became the biggest investment story of 2026. He's actually been a believer in Musk's companies from the start, even when most were very skeptical. Like in December of 2018, many at the time were proclaiming the death of Tesla, saying it was on the verge of bankruptcy. But Jeff understood that Tesla, it was different. He looked at it in a way that most investors didn't, and he doubled down. And obviously, Musk's juggernaut is way up since then, 1,800%. And Jeff has a history of making big calls in the tech market like this. He recommended NVIDIA back in 2016. It's up 22,145% since then. Jeff beat other investors to the punch on cryptocurrencies as well. He recommended Bitcoin when it was just $240 way back in 2015, and that's up 28,921% since then. He called Twilio before it went up as much as 1,716%. Okta went as high as 920% after his recommendation. As a matter of fact, the year that he recommended Twilio and Okta, those two stocks ended up being the top two small cap performers on the Russell 1000 index. Now I checked, the odds of doing that are 1 in 500 million, but it's no surprise or fluke. Jeff is as tuned in to the tech market, I think, as anybody could be. And the reasons are many. He served as a senior executive at very well-known tech companies like Juniper Networks, Qualcomm, and NXP Semiconductors. As an angel investor, he's put his money into private companies with returns like 5,344%, 7,367%, even 11,011%. And that success has led to him serving as an advisor to the Defense Intelligence Agency, the Department of Commerce, the National Institute of Standards and Technology. And on top of all that, he's a graduate of Purdue University's Cradle of Astronauts. Now that's the same aeronautical and astronautical engineering program that's produced over a dozen NASA astronauts, including Neil Armstrong, first man to walk on the moon. He got his master's from the London Business School. He's an alumnus of the Yale School of Management, and he's got professional certificates from Stanford, MIT, UC Berkeley. He has climbed poles, he has walked factory floors, worked in data centers, and done billions of dollars of high-tech business around the world. And he's been intimately involved in many of the biggest breakthrough technologies of our time. He lives for it. He really does. Now he's here to tell us why Musk's brand new venture is ready to explode on the scene this year, and why it would dwarf SpaceX's IPO in value, over 14 times more. Jeff, welcome.
Thanks, Chris. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me. I can't tell you how excited I am for our discussion.
It's always good to have you here. I got to start off point blank. Well, let me make a statement first. We got SpaceX. It's going to launch data centers into space.
Yes.
Huge. Starlink business has the largest constellation of satellites ringing the Earth right now. I think you told me about 10,000 satellites right now.
A bit more, yep.
Big. Now we got SpaceX, which includes xAI, which is really the engine room that drives everything Elon Musk is building. Question, what in the world could be bigger than all of that? You know what I mean?
Well, Chris, I mean, I know it might be hard to believe. I mean, SpaceX is a phenomenal business. In fact, as of the fourth quarter of last year, it was already responsible for, get this, 97% of the payload mass launched into orbit. 97%. And by later this year, SpaceX will control at least 98% of the space industry. I mean, no one comes even close to what SpaceX is doing. But of course, it's no surprise, Musk has something else up his sleeve, and it will affect far more everyday Americans more immediately than SpaceX will. In fact, Elon believes every middle-class American will soon own this brand new invention, and it could generate $25 trillion by the end of this decade, which is just a few years away. Incredible. Making it 14 times more valuable than the SpaceX IPO. And I have to say, Chris, that's just the start. I mean, what he's creating, I believe, will quickly become the most desired product in history, on par with the mass appeal of cars or smartphones. And by the end of this month, I believe Musk is going to release the next must-have device to this world. And this will be as big as the iPhone. Actually, I would say arguably bigger. And my calculations say it will add at least $25 trillion in value for this company. I mean, Musk himself says this is the biggest product of all time, and that it could generate, in quotes, infinite revenue. Now, he says it could change the world in a profound way by ultimately eliminating poverty and the need for work. I mean, this game-changing $25 trillion product is coming out this month, and no one is talking about it because of SpaceX. It sucked all the air out of the room. Not the so-called investment experts, not the talking heads on TV. No one seems to understand what is happening right now. But investors who do and who get in now on the ground floor could see unreal returns. Just like the 2,600 times, 300 times, and 32,000 times returns that Musk made early investors in SpaceX, Tesla, and PayPal. But this could be even bigger than SpaceX, one of the largest IPOs in history. I'm predicting it will be the largest in history.
Right. You just said Musk sucked the air out of the room. That's kind of what you just did. I mean, these are really bold claims that you're mentioning.
Look, Chris, don't get me wrong. I think SpaceX is a phenomenal opportunity. I absolutely love the company.
hmm
I've been writing about it for years, but there's some uncomfortable truths that I have to share about IPOs. And the first is only the rich, the private equity, the true elites with connections can get SpaceX shares directly in the IPO before it goes public. So these are the people who will profit the most off of SpaceX's IPO. Regular folks, they won't be able to touch it until opening day, the day of the IPO. Now, that's not the case with Elon's secret $25 trillion IPO. You can get in right now. There's no gimmicks. With as little as $500, you could invest on the ground floor. And by Musk's own estimates, you could make 70 times your money.
Wow. And if he's right, I mean, that means you could turn, say, $7,500 into over $500,000.
Well,
Right.
that's right. And $15,000 invested could make you a millionaire.
Right. It's very exciting. And like you said before, that's on a scale much bigger than SpaceX. Yeah, which reminds me, I'm sorry, you said, I think there were several problems with IPOs. You were about to tell us. Go ahead.
That's right. Well, historically, IPOs have a tendency to drop in the first 6 months. Now, sure, there's a lot of hype on opening day when the public is allowed to get in, but original owners tend to sell their shares into the market in the 6 months after the IPO. And this is due to a 6-month lockup expiration that almost every IPO experiences. So after 6 months, early investors are able to dump their shares on the open market and take enormous profits off the table. And guess what? The IPO trades flat and oftentimes down. And this goes for some of the most prominent IPOs in history.
They've gone down.
That's absolutely right. I mean, what happens is private investors, the ones able to get in before the IPO, wait for the public market to pile into the stock on opening day.
Right.
And then the fast money, they start cashing out their shares. You mentioned Uber earlier. Now, until this year, it was one of the largest IPOs in history. I remember it. There was a lot of hype, but after 6 months, the stock was down 35%. And the same was true for its fellow rideshare company, the IPO of Lyft. Now, it came out just 2 months before Uber, and it dropped 46% in the first 6 months. Meta, the parent company of Facebook, was
Right.
another one that you mentioned, also down 48%. A much hyped IPO, and it lost nearly half of its value for investors who piled in at day one. And then there's the EV company, Rivian. A lot of investors regretted jumping in on this buzzy IPO. I mean, the electric car maker sank 71% in the first 6 months since it went public. And it has never recovered, Chris. Now, keep in mind, I don't think this is going to happen to SpaceX. I mean, it has multiple streams of revenue pouring in the door, and it's also one of the highest growth businesses on the planet right now. But still, the short-term IPO risks are there, but not Musk's secret IPO. It's available right now.
Right. Meaning investors don't have to wait to get in. They can get in now, today.
That's right, Chris. Now, what I call Elon Musk's secret $25 trillion IPO is not a traditional IPO at all. You can buy it right now. You don't have to wait, and you don't need special access. And I only see it going up. I mean, we say $25 trillion, but the truth is, legendary tech investor Cathie Wood said she expects this company to eventually top $100 trillion in just a few short years. And Musk responded, that's not impossible. Now, wouldn't you love to get an early stake in that company?
To say the least.
Well, while everyone else is twiddling their thumbs, just waiting for SpaceX to go public and go up.
I know. $100 trillion. Wow. I'm racking my brain here. What can possibly be bigger than these other businesses you've already listed here?
Well, Elon Musk is looking to conquer a completely new market. It doesn't exist right now. The next frontier of autonomous technology, general purpose intelligent humanoid robots. The kind that can walk and talk. They're intelligent. They can do your dishes. They can vacuum the floors. And Chris, they can even walk your dog. I mean, this is the kind of thing that we only dreamed of as kids, our very own intelligent personal robot. This is on a scale with smartphones and cars before them. The latest must-have invention, consumer electronics device for every single American home. I mean, NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang says the ChatGPT moment for robots is coming. And the prize for the winner of the race to intelligent humanoid robots is almost beyond comprehension. I mean, Apple's market cap was just $75 billion when the iPhone was released in 2007. Guess what it is now? $4 trillion. That's 53 times growth. Now, Ford sold 15 million cars by the end of 1927, and Henry Ford became one of the world's richest men, inventing a brand new product that every American desires is a road to riches. Musk is obsessed with being number one. I mean, he likes being the world's richest man, and he's staked his entire reputation on his ability to build autonomous robots. And now he is on the verge of a huge robot announcement, one that will jumpstart the entire industry. And his essentially brand new company, and the ChatGPT moment that Jensen Huang was talking about, is coming. It is imminent before the end of this month, according to my research. And when this happens, the value of this secret robotics company that he's launching will indeed skyrocket. Now, our analysis says at least somewhere well over $25 trillion. But as Musk himself mentioned, that may just be the start.
So let me ask, how are we arriving at that number, 25 trillion?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I mean, Musk's humanoid robots are called Optimus,
Right.
and the newest Optimus models are rolling off production lines as we speak. I expect him to announce the very first domestic pre-sale very soon, perhaps as early as the end of this month, perhaps tomorrow on, actually, you never know with Elon.
It's true.
But he plans to sell these Optimus robots for $25,000 each. Now, that's less than most cars.
Yeah.
And I'm confident there will be at least a minimum of 1 billion of these manufactured and employed around the world. They'll be just as common as today's smartphones. 1 billion times 25,000 is $25 trillion. But I have to say, that's just the beginning. Musk has said himself, he believes that there will be at least one humanoid robot for every human on Earth. Now, Optimus robots are already at work in his factories and in his offices, side by side with humans. But wait until every business and every American wants their own robot in their home and their offices. Now, you have the chance to get in on the ground floor of essentially a brand new company.
Right. I know you mentioned this before, but is this a standard IPO? I mean, can we even invest right now, or is this only for rich, well-connected folks, people with the access to be able to buy private stock?
Well, I have to say, this is the best part. What I call Elon Musk's secret $25 trillion IPO is not a traditional IPO at all. I mean, you can buy it right now. You don't have to wait, and you don't need special access. You see, this robotics company is being built from the ground up inside another company. And that's why I say it's almost like a new IPO, a brand new venture. And its technology is so explosive, it has a chance to dwarf the parent company. So think about Amazon Web Services,
Right.
often referred to as AWS. This is the cloud services business. It was just a small part of Amazon's overall business when it launched in 2006. Today, it will generate over $160 billion this year in revenue, and it typically outperforms the retail and e-commerce business in profitability and free cash flow. Now, this new robot venture will do the same for the company that created it. It will become the main focus rather than just a side project.
Yeah, Jeff, Musk has so many companies. Which one is he actually building this robot company inside? And I assume it's not SpaceX.
That's correct. It's not SpaceX. It's a company that's already public. Our viewers are capable of buying right now. And of course, I'm talking about Tesla.
Tesla. But see, I thought that's an electric car company.
Well, that's exactly what most people think is what they have always thought, Chris. But things have really changed drastically in the last couple of years, and Musk has said so himself. We should be thought of as an AI robotics company. If you value Tesla as just an auto company, it's just the wrong framework. Now, Barclays analysts who are positive on the stock agreed, adding, in case it wasn't clear before, it's more than abundantly clear now that Tesla is not an auto company. I love seeing comments like this. I mean,
Yeah.
I've actually made this point for almost an entire decade now. I have always maintained that Tesla isn't a car company. It's one of the world's leading artificial intelligence companies, and it happens to specialize in something that I call manifested AI. Tesla manifests AI into forms that are comfortable and useful to us as humans. Robotics that can safely navigate the real world, that's actually their killer app. In fact, Tesla recently shut down production of its Model S and Model X Teslas at a factory in Fremont, California, and instead, the building will be devoted to making Tesla's Optimus robots.
Hmm.
Autonomous, intelligent, humanoid robots who can think and process information on their own. They'll have the ability to fold our clothes, to cook your dinner, and to sweep the house, but they'll also be able to do really complex things like perform surgery and even travel to Mars to help humans colonize the planet. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. My own prediction is that by the fifth generation of Optimus, which I'm predicting will happen before the end of 2028, Optimus robots will be capable of replicating themselves, meaning there is literally no limit to production, Chris. Musk sees the Optimus robot as his crowning achievement, the biggest product of all time, according to Musk. He says robots could create infinite revenue for Tesla because everyone is going to want one or more than one.
Yeah.
I mean, based on Musk's own calculations, these Optimus robots could generate $25 trillion in revenue, as I said before. And that would mean a 1,666% increase in Tesla's value on just a few years of robot sales alone. But again, it's really just the start. ARK Invest Kathy Wood told Peter Diamandis Tesla could easily hit $100 trillion thanks to its robot business. And Musk even responded that it was not impossible. That means the upside on Tesla is 70x or more from where we are today. And it's all because of Optimus, intelligent robots.
Yeah, my head is kind of spinning right now. So I assume, let me just say what everybody may be thinking in their minds right now. I'm going to say it out loud. Tesla is a buy in your mind, I assume.
Yes, very much so. I mean, I have to say it is a very volatile stock, but long term, I can assure you it will be a winner. Now, buying Tesla now is like buying into a brand new company, the greatest robot company in the world. Tesla is going to become the Apple of robots. But look, Chris, Tesla is only one part of this opportunity. As notoriously insular as Musk is, there is one company that he desperately needs, and without its critical component, the Optimus wouldn't exist. And Tesla might not either, in fact. I mean, Tesla relies on a few key suppliers and partners in its quest to master robots. And with the $25 trillion flowing into Tesla's coffers, it could create massive gains for the much lesser known companies behind Optimus Robot. That happened with NVIDIA in recent years, and its market cap only went up 10x, just a fraction of the 70x that we expect from Tesla. Now, still, NVIDIA's partners have seen impressive returns even as the Magnificent Seven stocks have stalled out, like ASML. That's the Dutch company who builds the machine that's used to make NVIDIA's chips. Now, its shares went up 609% at their peak, or Applied Materials. It produces semiconductor manufacturing equipment also used by NVIDIA. The stock jumped 471%. Supermicro Computers has been working with NVIDIA to make AI servers since it was a tiny video game supplier. But as NVIDIA's stock has risen, so has Supermicro Computers. It went up 499% in less than 3 years. Now, this is where the real opportunity is. Yes, Tesla will make you a bunch of money, assuming it succeeds, but these partner companies will have the potential to make a lot more.
Right. Well, I think I'm following you here, but I got to ask, can you tell us anything exciting about these companies who are working with Tesla?
Well, there is one company Tesla would not and could not live without. Without its product, there would be no Optimus robots, nor would Tesla's cars run. It's a critical partner, and I think its business will explode as Tesla's robot business reaches American homes. Now, I'd urge our viewers to stick around because I've only scratched the surface on Tesla's robotics business, and I
Yeah.
think it's important everyone understands how big this sea change is at Tesla so they can grasp the true scope of this opportunity.
So, are we saying then that Tesla is no longer a car company? That seems counterintuitive, but
Chris,
that's
it has never been a car company.
okay.
At its core, Tesla is an artificial intelligence company, and it has the most advanced neural network on the planet available to consumers today. That's Tesla's full self-driving software that enables autonomous driving. You see, the Optimus is just one type of AI-powered robot. Tesla's cars are another. I've often
Okay.
referred to them as intelligent robots on four wheels.
There you go.
It's really what they are. And they're driving themselves around. Now, thanks to Musk's extensive investments in AI, Tesla's full self-driving package has now reached the level of reliable and extremely safe self-driving. I know. I just recently took a trip from Connecticut to Toronto, Canada in horrible weather, and I only had to take the wheel at the border crossing. I mean, it was through snowy conditions, blizzard at times, below freezing temperatures, on completely dark roads where the lines weren't even visible due to the snow, unfamiliar terrain, and the Tesla performed flawlessly in self-driving mode. It found superchargers along my route, and the car even backs into the charging spot for you. I mean, trust me when I say this, I no longer drive my car. I am driven. I mean, Bank of America just said it. Tesla is the clear leader in self-driving cars. The technology has crossed from can it work to how fast can it scale, they wrote. Now, Chris, this is an incredible breakthrough in world history. Fully autonomous, self-driving cars powered by the most advanced AI in the world.
Right. This is the manifested AI that you were talking about earlier, right?
Yes, Chris. I mean, the autonomous AI powering full self-driving became the foundation of what is inside the Optimus robots. So its autonomous software is used to help Optimus navigate the real world in the same way that Tesla's self-driving AI navigates the real world on surface roads.
Yeah, I'm curious. So these are standard issue Teslas, yes?
Thanks to the full self-driving software, the Teslas are fully capable. Every Tesla is manufactured with Tesla's AI hardware that enables full self-driving. But Musk is thinking much bigger than this. He's actually building cars specifically for self-driving ride-sharing applications. And that's what Musk calls the robotaxi, of course. And there is no one driving in the front seat. No need for a safety driver. Robotaxis are on the street right now. These robots on wheels have done over 700,000 paid miles since the robotaxi launched in Austin, Texas, and San Francisco. And they could be coming to a city near you very, very soon. So like I mentioned, I expect a major announcement about the Optimus robots in the next few weeks. It's imminent. When it comes to self-driving cars, it won't be just one announcement that sparks positive press. A new announcement could come every single week. I mean, Musk plans to expand robotaxis to Dallas, to Houston, to Phoenix, Miami, Orlando, Tampa, and Las Vegas in the first half of 2026 alone. And that means over 43 million Americans will soon be able to hail a self-driving robotaxi. And Chris, that's just the start. But it's not only the robot on wheels that Tesla is making. There's another which is already coming off the production line, and you and I will actually be able to buy it. Chris, it has no gas pedal, it has no brakes, and it has no steering wheel.
Oh my goodness.
Believe it or not, it's a two-seat vehicle, and it's called the Cybercab. And it will be available for individual purchase in just a matter of days. Regular Americans can use the Cybercab to drive them around anywhere they want to go. Even better, when they aren't using their Cybercab, they can just rent it out like an Uber and make income. According to estimates, cybercab owners could make $25,000 or more every year. I mean, Chris, people will literally make millions buying cybercabs and putting them to work. I mean, just by using their car as self-driving Uber when they don't need it. I mean, this is money that you can literally make while you sleep. And that's not the only overall economic benefit. I mean, cybercabs will be much cheaper to operate. The average new vehicle costs about 77 cents per mile in use. I mean, Uber and Lyft rideshares cost between $1 and $4 per mile because of the fees. And even Google's Waymo, which is impressive, but by far inferior product to the cybercab, can cost nearly $1 a mile.
What's the cost per mile for the cybercab?
Just 20 cents a mile.
Wow.
Now, a fifth of the cost or better than the competition. I mean, Musk is pouring everything into the self-driving business because he knows it could generate exponential revenue just like humanoid robots. We would expect over time to make far more cybercabs than all of our other vehicles combined. That's what Musk said. I mean, like I've tried to emphasize repeatedly, these aren't cars. These are intelligent, multi-purpose robots on wheels powered by the most advanced AI in history.
Right. So, Jeff, you've already mentioned that regular predicted sales of the Optimus robot could make Tesla a $25 trillion company. But you've also said a couple of times now that those numbers are just scratching the surface. So I'd like to know, how much more could these robo-taxis and cybercabs sort of add to the overall bottom line here?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Chris. I mean, Musk himself has the goal of selling 2 million cybercabs a year.
Oh,
And that's just a start. I mean, that's why futurist Peter Diamandis says Tesla could easily become a $100 trillion company. And Elon Musk himself said it's not impossible.
mhm.
In fact, Musk's entire compensation is tied to the success of Optimus robots and cybercabs. So selling 1 million of each would trigger rewards that could make him the first trillionaire in history. Now, his whole legacy is staked into making autonomous robots and cars work, obviously on a massive scale. And I believe he's done it. Over the next few months, we will see history play out right before us.
Right. So obviously a $100 trillion market cap would mean Tesla would grow nearly 70 times from its current place and status, right?
Oh, that's right, Chris. And as AI gets more and more advanced, it's going to generate profit in brand new places. I mean, Musk says AI and robots will create sustainable abundance. I predict our GDP will increase 10% a year or more in the coming years. Anyone staked into the future of AI could live a very comfortable life. Of course, that's why I'm here today. I mean, while I think Tesla is a great bet, I mean, 70x growth potential is, of course, amazing, even in the abundant world that I'm expecting. But Tesla, it can't do this alone. It has partners. And the flood of money coming from robots will find its way into these unknown companies' pockets. The gains can be very explosive in these situations. For instance, in order to train the world's most powerful AI, Musk needs the world's most powerful chips. And of course, those are made by NVIDIA.
Right. Which is why you recommended them back in 2016.
It's certainly one of the reasons, because for any company serious about mastering AI, the only way was to use NVIDIA's most advanced semiconductors. And I recognize back then, NVIDIA was an AI company, not a gaming company, which is what most analysts portrayed it as. And without NVIDIA, this AI boom literally would not exist. Now, Musk knows this, and he needs NVIDIA as well as other key semiconductor companies to accomplish his goals.
Yeah, I'm just going to point out NVIDIA is up 22,145% since you recommended it. Just wanted to add that.
And I'd like to add that it's still got room to grow, Chris, but it's not the only one. Tesla will need the help of a number of other partners to make mass production of the Optimus and Cybercab such a success. I mean, meaning nearly a billion made. And if it makes a billion of these, and I believe it will, and it generates nearly 100 trillion in revenue, how do you think it will affect the smaller stocks helping Tesla?
Oh, well, I would expect them to actually go through the roof. They've got to, right?
And they will when Musk is successful. But the best part is, while everyone knows Tesla and you could still make 70 extra money, very few people know about one of Tesla's key partners, Without this company, Tesla's cars would not be able to see, the Optimus robot would not be able to walk, and the Cybercab would be a science fiction fantasy. So instead, thanks to this little-known Tesla partner, Cybercabs are rolling off the assembly line right now, an assembly line partially powered by Optimus robots. Now, all of this is building to an apex. Optimus robots are not yet available to everyday Americans, but I believe Musk will make a big announcement by the end of this month, opening the door to public sales of the Optimus. As brand new money pours into Tesla's robots, its critical partner company could see a lot more interest, and the stock could surge even further than Tesla. It's been a great way to profit in technology over the last few years. You buy the smaller companies who work with the Magnificent Seven. For instance, Supermicro Computer has had a years-long relationship with NVIDIA. And when ChatGPT was released in late 2022, the stock climbed as high as 1,388%. Nebius provides AI cloud services to Meta, and that stock went up as much as 568% in the last 2 years. Celestica plays a big role in Google's TPU production, and it has a decades-long partnership with Google. And the stock is up as high as 10,213% in just the last few years.
Right. But these stocks can run up pretty quick, right?
Yes, definitely. And that's the point. If Elon Musk posts on X that Optimus robots are now available to regular folks, this critical partner company could see a spike of interest in its stock. And the big gains can run away very quickly. And that's why it's crucial that you get in as soon as possible. So to make it easier for everyone, I put all the details of this opportunity in a special report called The One Company Elon Musk Can't Live Without. Now inside, I'll tell you more about this incredible company, including exactly what it does for Elon Musk. This company is so critical, Tesla's Optimus robots and self-driving cars would not be able to see without it. They'd be completely useless. And when manifested AI like Optimus becomes mainstream technology, which I expect in the very near future, this critical company will soar. It's like NVIDIA in its own way. And in my special report, The One Company Elon Musk Can't Live Without, I'll share all the details about this company, including the name and ticker symbol. So you can get in before Elon's big announcement.
Which is very exciting, folks. And I want to be clear to all of you watching at home right now, you can have this report that Jeff just mentioned. You can have it in your inbox in just a matter of minutes from right now. He's going to give it to you for free, but he is asking for one favor in return. Jeff runs a monthly research service that's dedicated to high growth tech stocks, and he calls it the Near Future Report. And he would like for you to try it for the next 30 days, no risk at all to you. In the Near Future Report, you're going to get the most high-level tech research that exists, that's out there, with a new recommendation every month. So whether it's space or robots or self-driving cars or maybe the latest developments in AI data centers or energy stocks, Jeff is on top of it all. And like I mentioned before, he's been a senior executive at iconic tech companies like Juniper Networks and NXP Semiconductors, Qualcomm. He did pick NVIDIA and Bitcoin long before others out there did. And he has backed Tesla for big wins, even when others were saying that it was destined for bankruptcy. So Jeff calls the monthly letter the Near Future Report because of how fast technology is moving out there. You no longer need to wait 2 decades for a technology like smartphones to finally become a reality. Things are moving very, very fast. What you need to know is what's coming just around the corner in the near future. And you can have great success investing in tech stocks doing that. Jeff's experience keeps him one step ahead of the market, getting you in early on some of the biggest tech opportunities of the century. And not only that, but Jeff has showed his readers how to navigate crisis and still come out ahead. I can give you an example. During the COVID virus scare, the markets were tanking. People were panic selling, stock prices dropping like a rock. Jeff actually went on camera, and we've got the date here. It was March 17th of 2020. He told Near Future Report members things are absolutely going to get better. This will probably be one of the best opportunities to make investments over the course of the next decade. All right? The stock market began a historic run just a couple of days later. NASDAQ is up 209% since that point, and some of Jeff's picks in his model portfolio went up even higher than that. You could have made 645% on Taiwan semiconductor manufacturing, 860% on Palo Alto Networks, and 1,500% on Arista Networks, all multiples higher than the NASDAQ itself made over that same time period. Well, now you've got an opportunity in front of you to try the near future report for the next 30 days when you take a no-risk membership. Plus, you're going to get Jeff's special report that he just mentioned, the one company Elon Musk can't live without, and that'll be sent straight to your inbox. 12 months of the near future report normally costs $499, but because there's no time to waste here, I mean, Musk could post a huge update literally on X tomorrow. Jeff is going to give you a special discount price on the near future report. We don't want the price to stand in your way here today. This is a massive opportunity. A chance to get in on the one company Elon Musk can't live without. I'm going to tell you more about the discount in just a moment, but bear with me because, Jeff, I think there's another special report that you want to share with everybody, right?
There is. That's right, Chris. I mean, the data centers are so critical to developing Musk's AI and to make these autonomous robots improve and get better and better. And there are three companies at the heart of every AI data center. Now, of course, one is NVIDIA, but very few Americans know the names of the other two, but they're just as critical. Now, especially to Elon Musk's rapidly growing data center portfolio, Musk's Colossus data center in South Memphis, Tennessee, has over 500,000 NVIDIA GPUs, and it uses as much energy as a small city.
Amazing.
But without the key parts these two companies provide with the complement NVIDIA's GPUs, the data center would not run, period. And American AI would fall behind.
Right. And I think you're about to tell us we can get the names of these two companies in that other special report?
Absolutely. And it's called The Backbone of AI Data Centers, NVIDIA, and two other stocks set to dominate AI. And you'll get this report as well as the one about Tesla's critical partner today when you join the Near Future Report. And that's not all. I want to send you another report related to AI and data centers. You see, the biggest bottleneck for AI is actually energy, not semiconductors.
Right, which I've heard about this. Apparently one of those data centers, well, you said it a minute ago, they use as much energy as a city like the size of Denver or Phoenix or something?
It's pretty shocking, isn't it?
It is.
Now, thousands of these data centers are going to get built in just the next few years. NVIDIA's Jensen Huang says over $1 trillion annually will be spent on data centers, but the energy needed is not readily available. And these AI companies are going to great lengths to fill the gap. Now, I've traveled all over the country visiting AI data centers in the middle of nowhere, including Elon Musk's Colossus. I visited energy facilities built specifically for AI, including a couple that were off limits. And I found the best way to play the AI energy boom right now, and it is natural gas. Now, in my special report, 2 natural gas stocks for the AI energy boom, I'll show you the best way to profit on natural gas and artificial intelligence, including the company who custom built gas turbines in a matter of weeks for Elon Musk's Colossus data center. And it will be at the heart of energy production for hundreds of data centers. Plus, I'll include a second bonus company. Not only is it a leader in natural gas infrastructure, but it will play a large role in nuclear energy, which is the long-term solution to our nation's energy crisis in general. I expect natural gas to be the bridge to nuclear energy, and this company is properly invested in both sides.
Yeah, this is great insight, folks, and you can get the name of both of those companies in Jeff's special report. He titled it 2 Natural Gas Stocks for the AI Energy Boom, and it is yours, as he said, when you take a risk-free membership to the Near Future Report. You'll have 30 days to try it out specifically, and you're going to get a big discount because of the urgency and importance here. As I said earlier, the normal price for a 1-year membership is $499, but today you can become a member for just $179, and you'll have 30 days to try it. And if you're not satisfied for any reason whatsoever with Jeff's research during that initial 30-day period, you can call or email our customer service team and get a full refund. And you'll even get to keep all those special reports that we've told you about today. And that includes the one company Elon Musk can't live without, the backbone of AI data centers, NVIDIA, and two other stocks set to dominate AI, two natural gas stocks for the AI energy boom. And like I said, there's no risk here to what you're doing. All you've got to do to get started is click the button that you see on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to a secure membership page where you can review the offer in detail. Make sure everything that just looks right to you before you pull the trigger on that. If you're not sure at this point, there is one more report that Jeff would like to send you. Jeff, this one does have to do with the SpaceX IPO, which we sort of talked about a little earlier.
Well, remember when I said only private investors, private equity, and all those insiders could get into the SpaceX IPO ahead of time?
Right.
Well, it was mostly true because I found a way for regular investors to gain access to the SpaceX IPO before it goes public.
Uh-huh.
Now, as you know, Chris, the real money in IPOs is to get in ahead of time before the actual IPO. The previous megatech IPOs like this have brought back huge returns for private IPO investors, often in the first 24 hours. So early investors had a chance to turn $1,000 into $1 million on Facebook in its first day, into $1.6 million on Uber's first day of trading, and more than $2.3 million on Google's first day as a public company. Now, SpaceX could do the same, and it's attracting, obviously, a lot of attention.
Yeah.
The media are breathless over its future, and Musk himself says it could go up 1,000x in the coming years. Now, Chris, as you know, I am a huge fan of Elon Musk and his companies, and I think his impact on the world of technology is unprecedented, and I'll bet on him every time. The SpaceX IPO is going to be absolutely massive, and his idea to put data centers into space to save energy and cost is absolutely going to flip the script and make America the leader in AI. His Starlink satellites are providing low-cost internet around the world in places it's never been before, and in the long run, his SpaceX rocket launches will help us colonize Mars. So, needless to say, I am a big believer in the SpaceX IPO, and I'll show you how to get in before it goes public in my special report, The Biggest IPO of the Decade, How to Claim Your Stake in the SpaceX IPO. Now, I'll tell you exactly what you need to do. I'll share the website and provide step-by-step instructions on how you can gain exposure to the SpaceX IPO before it goes public. And that could be any time now, perhaps before the end of this summer.
Boy, this offer keeps getting bigger and better all along. And that report, too, just like the others, is yours free, everyone, along with your other 3 free reports when you take a no-risk membership to the Near Future Report. And as a thank you for watching this presentation, we're actually going to give every viewer at home that special discount. 1 year of Near Future Report typically costs, again, $499. You'll get it for 64% off that price, just $179 when you join today. And of course, you're going to have 30 days to review the services. And if you're not satisfied for any reason, you can cancel and get a full refund while keeping every single valuable special report that was sent to you. And you can review the details of the offer and make sure it's right for you by just clicking the button you see on this page right now at any time. Jeff, I can't tell you how much I appreciate your insight, just first-rate research and analysis here. You have been right. You've been a fan of Musk's, and you've been right about him every step of the way. You were right about Tesla, self-driving cars. You were right about XAI. You were right about the SpaceX IPO. And now it sure does sound like you believe in Elon when it comes to robots as well. So we don't have a lot of time left, but anything else you want to say today about that?
Oh, you bet, Chris. I mean, that's a safe bet. I do believe in Musk's plans and how he builds technology. I believe in SpaceX's ability to literally change the world and create this brand new space economy. And I have used Tesla's full self-driving extensively from the very beginning.
Right.
And I literally trust it with my life. I'm a great driver, Chris, but this technology is so much safer than I could possibly be. And I have very little doubt that the Optimus intelligent robot will be an absolutely massive success. But the truth is, without one company's critical part, none of these incredible technologies would work. They would be useless. So if SpaceX and Tesla and Optimus robots are all so valuable, how much could the company that it can't live without be worth? I'll let you decide. But I think this could be a slam dunk in the stock market. Robots are coming, and that means a lot more revenue for Tesla and a lot more attention on this company. You will want to get in quickly. This is imminent before Musk makes an earth-shaking announcement about its general-purpose intelligent Optimus robots that sends Tesla and every stock attached to it on a ride up.
Right. As he said, robots are coming. Tesla's going to be making a lot of money. There's no reason why you can't as well. If you're interested in joining the Near Future Report, just click the button you see on this screen at any time, and you'll be able to review the full offer, including the 64% discount, the 30-day risk-free test drive, we'll call it, all of the bonuses that come with membership, and plus all 4 of those free special reports. Again, they are the one company Elon Musk can't live without. Thanks to its Optimus robots and self-driving cars, Tesla could see 70x gains, but none of those technologies work without apparently one company's specific component. And Jeff expects Elon Musk to make an announcement. It could come at any time, any day now, and it could send that company's stock through the roof. The other one is the backbone of the AI data centers, NVIDIA, and 2 other stocks set to dominate AI. He's going to share the names of 2 of those companies that are critical to data centers in that report. Neither of them is NVIDIA, by the way, but without those critical players, data centers simply would not run right. And those 2 stocks could lead the AI revolution for the next 20 years or beyond. The next report, 2 natural gas stocks for the AI energy boom. The average AI data center, remember, uses as much power as an entire city the size of Denver or Phoenix out there. Natural gas is solving the immediate short-term problem there, and Jeff is going to show you the 2 best ways to play that. And then the biggest IPO of the decade, how to claim your stake in the SpaceX IPO. When SpaceX goes public, a small group of private investors are going to make a fortune. I mean, this kind of early access is typically reserved for VIPs and insiders. We've well established that. But Jeff has found a way that anyone and everyone can get in on the SpaceX IPO before it goes public. So beyond those special reports, you're also going to get 24/7 access to his members-only website, where you can access every issue that Jeff has written, all of his special reports, all of his video updates. He also tracks his model portfolio there, and you can see all open and closed positions. And you're also going to get access to a terrific member support team. You can call or email them with any questions at all about your membership. Do keep in mind they can't offer individual or personalized investment advice. Now, of course, all investing carries risk. Please don't invest more than you're willing to lose. And for reference, the average gain since inception for the Near Future Report is 31%. Click that Join Now button right now below this video and become a Near Future Report member so that you can get access to Jeff's high-level investing briefings right away and get into Elon's critical partner before the big announcement comes. It could happen at any time, and it could be one of the biggest gains you ever experience. Click the Join Now button below this video and become a Near Future Report member so that you can get access to Jeff's amazing and high-level investing briefings right away. Get into Elon's critical partner before the big announcement comes, because it could come at any time, and it could be one of the biggest gains you ever experience. But it's not going to happen unless you take action and click that button below first. Become a Near Future Report member so that you can get access to Jeff's valuable information. Jeff, I don't want it to end. I never do, but I've got a producer who says we've got to wrap this up. But thanks for being here.
Oh, Chris, a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for having me. And I'd like to thank all of you, our viewers. I sincerely hope that you'll join me at the Near Future Report. The future is so bright, and we have so much to look forward to.